Hello everyone, thanks so much for joining. This is Fluffy Digital. So today I'm going to show you how to be able to build an email AI agent which can be able to handle the responses directly from GoHighLevel. And you'll only be able to use the two different tools, that's N8N and GoHighLevel. For today I'm just going to make it very quick so that you can be able to understand it. So directly from N8N you need a fast trigger, which is a webhook, and this is it here. So what you're going to do, it's very simple. This is an inbound webhook. You know the testing URL and production URL and all that. So this is just basic. You get this and then you grab this either test or production, and then I'm going to show you where you'll be able to put that in GoHighLevel so that it's going to send information into this webhook, and then it receives that information and then takes through all this workflow. So just ignore this little part here. I'm not going to explain that. But the most important thing here is this webhook get the information or the message sent to GoHighLevel, or the email basically sent from the client to the email that you're actually using, and put it on the AI agent. So you're going to add AI agent node, and you're going to give the user message as the output from the JSON body you received from GoHighLevel, from the email, that rather, because we are going to integrate it in a way that GoHighLevel email service is the one that we use to send out emails, right? So when someone actually replies to our emails, those conversation comes into GoHighLevel, and then we need to reply it automatically without doing it, manually. We thought we can be able to use conversation AI, but it's not supported currently. Maybe if you watch this after they've added that feature, maybe it won't be as relevant as now. So you add the body and then you come to the system prompt. So this is where you're now creating the prompt, and you tell it who uh, this company is actually for, the kind of people you're targeting, the rules, the responses it needs to do, what are the tasks it needs to complete, the kind of persona it needs to have, the context, the examples of how it needs to reply and come up with responses, the knowledge base about the company and the features and all those kind of things. So you need to put all in the prompt, right? And also the rules, it does not need to make like long responses. And once you've done that, of course, you're going to add a chat model, which is GPT-4 plus and on 5 and all that. And then you'll have to add a memory. So this is a different setup. I'm not using the simple memory that you get from N8N. I usually use Postgres. So you'll have to create an account in Supabase, and then you do all those integration. I can show you in a different video where you'll be able to add the Postgres credentials so that you can be able to access it for chat histories and all those kind of things in memory. And then we have Supabase vector store. This is where we have all our information stored as a knowledge base, so that the AI agent retrieves the information directly from there. And I've not actually added a re-ranker where it needs to rank all the retrieved information, and now gives the best response to user's query. And now another important thing here is this function code here, that you need to put a JSON format that is going to tell this AI that you need to format the output that you're getting into, like hi, body, and then you sign off. The sign off thing. It does not need to come out as a whole paragraph. No, you need it. You need to add this JavaScript or whatever JSON. If you don't know, just explain it. You'll be able to see ask AI there, and it will generate this automatically for you. And then another important part is now the HTTP request, now to send the information directly from N8N AI agent to GoHighLevel, and you'll be able now to send that as an email. So this is a post. So in GoHighLevel, you're going to use inbound webhook, and then you'll be able to paste this URL in here, and then these are just the default kind of settings, but you have to add them. The content type, application JSON, and then this is the body. You now need to format it and say this is the message being sent to the user as a response, and that's the JSON output. and then you have the contact ID. This is the unique identifier of the kind of the specific contact we are actually having a conversation with. And then you add the contact ID that you got directly from GoHighLevel, and then you're sending back that information back to GoHighLevel, and then you say this is which type of reply channel is this, is email and not SMS and all that. This is subject, you add the subject that you've created from the AI agent, you have the to email to that client's email, and then the first name, blah blah blah. So it's quite a lot of things, right? So those are the data that you're going to send in GoHighLevel. And now let's now go back to GoHighLevel. I want to show you something. So under the workflows, you need to come here, click workflows, and you access all your workflows. So let's look for the email agent. This is a very simple setup actually. So this is for the email actually to work, you need two different triggers, right? The one I told you, customer email agent. So from N8N, we have something called the webhook, right, that I showed you. And in GoHighLevel, we need a trigger when someone replies to email channel, and that is customer replied to which channel, and then you click as the trigger. And now the other action following, this will always be triggered when someone actually a reply comes in direct from GoHighLevel. So this is where you do the custom webhook settings, and you select the post, the method which is post, and then you use the URL that you got from N8N directly from this webhook. You copy here, and then you paste it in here, either it's production or the test one, and then you do the authorization. Just set it to none. Application JSON, that's the content type, and this is the important payload that you need to create, which is the contact ID from that email being sent from, and then e-name of the client, the email, the phone number if it exists, the subject of that email, body, direction which is inbound, and then the type is email. So that's it. Once you set that up, you've already sent the data or the information to this webhook. It will receive and then push all those information to the AI agent, and then it processes that and send back those information via a HTTP request. So from the HTTP request, that's where you're going to now process it now from N8N to GoHighLevel, send, and then be able to send email, so that when someone replies again, it goes through all these processes to get a response directly from there. So this is what I was talking about, inbound webhook. Remember what I was talking about, this part here, the HTTP request. Once you open this node, you're going to get the post method and then the URL, those kind of things. So you come here and copy this URL. It's usually a very custom URL specifically to your, I think, sub account or anything. You just have to copy it directly from there, come and paste it in here, and then you'll set up all this the way I've showed you. And then once you've done that, you'll do a test email, and then you'll come and select the sample. You fetch sample data, and then you'll get this kind of data directly from there. And then you just hit and save the trigger, because you cannot be able to save inbound webhook without first doing a samples data fetch, and that you must do a sample email being sent from GoHighLevel to N8N so that you receive those data. And then once you start with an inbound webhook, you need now to find the contact, because now you've received data from N8N as a response. You need to find the specific contact you're actually sending the email to, right? And you'll have to come and find the contact directly from here. And what are we going to use? We're going to use the contact ID that we got from N8N or whatever we sent. The contact ID we sent from GoHighLevel to N8N, and now N8N back to GoHighLevel. So this is what I'm talking about. And then if the contact is found, well and good. If the contact is not found, create the contact and send the email. If the contact is found, just send the email. And sending email here is a little bit different, because we're just going to send we're going to give it a name of the company actually, and say is that's it. And then the subject, we're going to use the custom variables where you're now going to use inbound webhook trigger. You select the subject. If it's to from email, you select that. If it's the message, you put it in here, and all those kind of things. Now that is fully set up, and actually the message that you're going to send, you're now going to use the custom webhook, and then you click inbound trigger, and then you select the message, and you get the message there. So let me just save that. So this is the message that I'm talking about. This one here, which is the output that we get from the AI agent node. So that's how actually it works. And now let me show you an example of what you actually did. Just a quick one. So this is an example of the email responses that I've been getting from the AI agent. So this is the response. This is how it looks like, just very short responses. This is what I had asked the agent, and then it responded. Ask how much do you charge, blah blah blah. It offers those kind of replies there directly. And then I asked it, can you be trusted now that you've been rebranded, blah blah blah. And it gave me the response, and then I said, you know, all this kind of details there. So it actually works instantaneously. You can see directly at $15. So yeah, that's it for now. Follow for more videos. If you want me to set up this for you, just hit the discovery call link under the description, and then you'll be able to engage with me, and we can set up this for you. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Follow for more.